Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you, Scorpio? Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're well, and you're probably prepping for the week ahead as well. So thought I'd come here and throw some energy at you before that happens. So let's start with the Psychic Tarot, Scorpio. If you're here for the first time, welcome. And if you are someone who has arrived in the last couple of weeks, welcome, welcome. I've seen quite a few people have arrived, subscribed in the last couple of weeks. If you are one of those, special welcome to you. I hope you'll be down in the comments with us. That's where we like to be, to get to know each other and chat a little bit about the energies that are going on and how they're affecting us, because there's some pretty heavy energies going on right now, right? Just got through an eclipse and a full moon back to back. Yep, here we go. All right, so if you're interested in a private read, please look below. There is a yellow dot in the description if you're interested in a private read. Readings over at Wizio begin at $40. All right, one more card, please, for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Scorpio energy, please. Scorpio. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have Stand Your Ground. Okay. All right, then. You're going to have to stand your ground on something, Scorpio. We have triumphant success, which is good. We've got the Ace of Swords. So it feels like there is a conversation that needs to be had. Perhaps there is it feels like you want to speak with someone, Scorpio. So triumphant success, the Ace of Swords is all about clarity and truth and transparency. And, is this a contract? It could be for some of you, but we have rejoice and celebration. I don't usually read these in the reverse, but you know what? Some of them been coming out in the reverse, and all of those cards in that deck are in the upright. So it came here for a reason. We've got rejoice and celebration in the reverse. Now, the fact that we've got the Ace of Swords here tells me that you kind of mean business. This conversation, you have sort of a criteria in your head about how this should all go, and I think that the triumphant success is going to be finding out whether this is a happy occasion or a not so happy occasion. So I think that this conversation that's coming up, you're really unsure how someone is going to take you. You're unsure if your Ace of Swords is going to be welcome or if it's going to be turned away. What else do we have here? Voices of Souls Oracle that I'm using right now. We've got soon, and it's in the reverse. All right. Things are all in the reverse today. Oh, I guess this whole deck is in reverse. There you go. I picked it up in reverse. It is what it is, though, right? So we've got soon in the reverse. It's card number 5, which indicates a bit of lack. So I think it means that you want it to happen soon, but soon is in the future, right? So it's up to you, is what I think. You get to make the decision. Is it going to happen soon or not? I think you're the one with the Ace of Swords. You're the one who is wanting conversation and truth and transparency here. Tell me more. Tell me more. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cross watchers, if you're here, you're always welcome. I see you in the back row. All right. This one popped out first. Don't let pride get in your way, Scorpio. That is the full moon in Leo, but I'm telling you that I do believe that this is it's a fixed sign thing, is what I think, and you are a fixed sign. So we've got balsamic moon. It's a time for healing. So don't let your pride get in the way. This makes a little more sense now that we see soon in the reverse. I feel like you're holding back. You're waiting because you're unsure about how this is going to transpire or how it's going to unfold. I think that you want to do this soon. The Ace of Swords tells me that you do want this soon, but you're undecided whether you should do this soon or not. So don't let pride get in your way. And remember that this is a time for healing. So we've now come through the full moon, right, in your sign. We've now come through the eclipse in your sign. Scorpio, I hope you just stayed home for the last little bit. So I feel like you've gotten through this energy now. And those you've either ended some things or closed off some things, had a change of mind about some things. I feel like you've closed some things. I'm seeing the Ten of Swords in my mind's eye, so I feel like you've closed cycles rather than chapters. So maybe you've just, unfriended some people. You stopped, going to certain places that didn't make you feel good and you never were brave enough to say no, something like that. But it is a new cycle now, right? Because that's what happens after an eclipse. Things get eclipsed from your life, and the full moon is ending seasons and chapters, right? So time for healing. I feel like it's right now is the time for healing. Bottom of the deck, a new start is coming. Interesting. So this is what we're looking at here, right? Soon question mark. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Soon question mark. All right, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio. Scorpio for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio for the week ahead. We've got the Eight of Swords is in the reverse. I like that. I mean, if it's going to be in your reading, it might as well be in the reverse. So Scorpio, I feel like you've been sort of in an energy, probably in the very recent past, an energy of, I can't obsess about this anymore. I just got to have the freaking conversation. I think that the reason you're worried is because it's coming up here that rejoice and celebration is in the reverse, and now the Five of Swords appears, right? So I think that the reason that you haven't moved forward yet and that this card soon is in the reverse is because I think that you feel this conversation is going to be hard, or that somebody might be harsh with their words, or they might challenge you about something. You might feel a bit challenged. So I think that you want the conversation. You need to bring some type of cycle to an end. I think that's what you want to do. So to me, it feels like closure, that you want closure with someone. Got the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like you're not wanting to invest anything here anymore, but it feels like you do want the closure. It feels like you've been obsessively thinking about something or someone for a while. Five of Swords tells me, I don't know if I should reach out because the rejoice and celebration card's in the reverse, right? I don't really know what's going to come of it. I don't really know if I want the drama. Got the World card. We've got the Nine of Wands. One more. And the Two of Swords, right. So something has changed for you in your life is what I want to say. Probably in the very recent past, you had something come to an end. And it could be just about anything. I mean, the World card is about, wrapping something up successfully, right? We've learned the lesson. We've got the karma. We've learned the lesson. And now we don't really need to look back there again. And we've got fixed energy here, right? So once, as yourself, you're a Scorpio, I'm a Taurus. We know that in our fixed signs that we go so slowly to make a decision that we know that it's time to just cut it away. Yeah, be done with it. Shut the door, right? And board it up, put the nails in it. Yeah, you're not going back there. So I feel like what you're not going back to is I think that you're going to allow yourself to speak. Like it feels like the Eight of Swords is in the reverse for a reason. And that's because you're no longer feeling tied to your thoughts, or you're no longer thinking obsessively, or you no longer feel helpless. I always see the Eight of Swords as someone feeling helpless, that they can't cut themselves away. They're scared if they move that they're going to get cut themselves. And it's almost fear-based in the mind. But I feel like that's coming to an end, or it already has in the very recent past. It's like you've made a decision. I got to stop doing this to myself. I'm not going to obsessively think about it anymore. I got to put the brakes on it. We have the Nine of Wands and the Five of Swords. And so I think that's why there hasn't been communication here yet. And I think this is why. I feel like partly because you're not interested in getting hit with the last wand, right? I think that at this point, you just want to drop some burdens, but it feels like you're still behind the fear wall a bit because you feel as though this conversation isn't necessarily going to go your way. You might be dealing with someone who's in swords. They might be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. We do have the World card here, which is all the fixed signs, which is you and I, which is Taurus and Scorpio, but also Leo and Aquarius too. Yeah. Okay, so you know what? This isn't a hard no, because the Two of Swords has shown up. So that tells me that the Ace of Pentacles is not a hard no. That there is The Two of Swords in the upright tells me that you're trying to make a decision or are about to decide on something that you chose not to look at before, something that you chose not to see. It's like you hit this roadblock and then you just walked away from it. You thought it was too tough to make this decision. So I think it's about this Ace of Pentacles, if I'm being honest. It feels like you have been going through a mental... how do I say? It's like you're getting mental clarity. I'm going to say it's kind of like an upgrade of clarity. Maybe your third eye's open now. It's like you're seeing things clearer. You're seeing things for what they actually are as opposed to what they may have been in the past. We've got the Five of Pentacles. So we have, I think, you and someone else who are not speaking. I think that there's space between you, that you're on the outside of each other's lives looking in. Tell me more about Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio. Got the birds. Some information's coming to you, Scorpio. You're going to hear it from a group of people or in a group of... It could be... I think you've been waiting for this information. Just listening. Just want to say that I have the windows open, y'all. So if you hear some street noise or honking or sirens, then yeah, it is what it is. It's a beautiful day out here today. And so I'm taking advantage of it. So the birds are about chitter chatter. They're about gossip, right? It can be gossip. It doesn't have to be. It can be gossip, but it also can be your soul tribe, like a bunch of people who know you that are talking about you, and they wouldn't say things, you know, derogatorily, I don't think. But I feel like it's like something's ended, and maybe your friends are talking about trying to fix you up with someone, because 1 and 2 is here, right? And to me, that's a 3, which to me automatically means partnership. We have the 7 of Pentacles down in the bottom right-hand corner, which indicates that we're kind of waiting until things close down. But I feel like there's like a group of friends that you have that are that are always... You might be the single friend in a group of people who are married or have significant others. And I feel like this group of people is going to bring you messages from someone that you previously felt in the 8 of Swords in the upright with. I think you closed the door on that situation back there, and I think that they're bringing you messages about this person. We have the card number 6, which is, you know, the sun and of course the stormy times, right? So to me, it always gives an energy of the good with the bad, but it also makes me feel as though you're going back and forth, kind of thinking about what to do next. It's like some days you're like, no, I'm not even going to deal with that anymore. I'm not going to deal with this 5 of Swords. Nope, because I'm right here. This is where I like to stay, and that's where I'm comfortable. 9 of Wands, right behind the fear wall. I don't need it. I don't need it. So we have the King of Clubs here in the right-hand bottom corner here. That is the King of Wands. 6, of course, as it comes to tarot, is Lovers. So it could be that you have feelings for somebody that you want to speak with, but you're unsure about the outcome. And unless you're unsure of the outcome, you won't go. And to me, that sounds like an Emperor. Because the Emperor is one and done. The Emperor does not go in if they're not going to win. No. They're not going to go in if they can't win. It's one and done for the Emperor. So we might see some energy showing up here that tells me that you are, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. One more card, please. So you're thinking about this. Should I invest or should I not? I'm not really sure, because you can't be sure. It's the 5 of Pentacles. You can't be sure. You haven't been speaking to this person, but I know you want to. Yeah, you've got feelings for this person. The tulips are love. You want to speak to someone. It's like sending them flowers, sending them a message of love or of emotion. Queen of Swords down the bottom right-hand corner. We all know the Queen of Swords speaks up. So somebody's about to speak up about their love or their emotions. And I think that somebody's about to be very specific about saying how they feel, because card number 9 is here, and that tells me Hermit energy. I feel like you Yeah, you're not sure. You have not yet made a decision about whether or not you are going to invest here yet. Let's just keep moving here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Child, which could indicate the beginning of something. Okay. Got the Magician and the Nine of Wands again. So it feels to me like you have... I'm just going to say you have a fear, because really that's what the Nine of Wands is about. It's about the fear of being hurt. You've been hurt so much already up to here, Scorpio, and you just don't want to go at it again. So I really feel heavily that you're thinking back and forth about the good times and the bad times. And some days you think, yeah, I can move forward. And other days you're like, nah, brah, I'm not into it. And it's because of the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is telling me that you think that when you connect with this person, whoever they are, that this person's going to give you what for, or they're going to challenge you, or it's going to be intense or too tense for you. You don't want to deal with it. So we have the King of Cups here. Interesting. So you have really deep feelings for this person. Very deep feelings, but I think you've never shown it on the surface, Scorpio, is what I want to say. I think that you think this person feels like home. The Six of Wands is also about getting attention. I think that your person, the one that you've clicked here for, this person gets a lot of attention. I feel like you've been manifesting communication with this person because the Magician showed up here. And so you know what? I think that your manifestation is coming through a group of friends that you know. I think that you are going to get information about something you decided to let go and you stopped obsessing about. And the universe said, there you go. You learned the lesson. You don't need it anymore. So here it comes. Now you can choose as to whether you want it. The challenge for you next week is the Two of Cups. I'm telling you, I can't write this stuff. So Two of Cups is what your challenge is for the next week. And I feel like that you are in this energy right now, and this is the current energy that you're in. I feel like you don't want to get hurt. I'm tired of being hurt. I don't want to have to stand, against someone and protect myself because of the Five of Swords. So we're going to go into the extended. If you'd like to go there, that's where I will be. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to go to the extended with me, please look below into the description. You will find the link in the description for this reading. And thank you for clicking here, Scorpio. Thank you so much for all the clicks and for the love that you give me. Thank you so much for just being here, for showing up, for clicking here, for continually coming back. For those of you who keep coming back with the love and the comments and exchanging energy with me, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to go for now. I'll be in the extended, and we are taking with us, the Ten of Cups. All right, then. I'm going to go. Love you guys. Bye-bye.